Yes, am I audible? Right. Last class, we started with the concept simple interest and we have done type 4 up to type 4. You remember that? Up to type 4. What was type 1? Quickly. To find simple interest and amount when the PTR are given. So how do you find it out? You see this example, 50,000 is invested at 12.5% for 4 years. Find the interest and also amount. See what you have to do basically, time into rate you have to multiply first of all, because SI is P into T into R percent. First of all, rate is 12.5% and time is 4 years. 12.5 into 4 is 50%. 50% should be taken on the principal invested. 50% on 50,000 is 25,000. So this is SI. And the amount that you get is whatever you invested plus that interest. So amount is 75,000. This is type 1. And the type 2 was to find the principal when the amount, time and the rate are given. So for such question, you basically do what? Option hitting. Such questions are to be solved by option hitting. Where will be P? In the options. Using P, you find PTR percentage, that means SI, and add principal to it. If you are getting whatever amount they have given in the question, that's the right answer. For example, a certain sum of money always means principal. Sum of money always means principal. It amounts to rupees 6,500 at 10% per annum in 3 years. So what is the principal? It is not given. That is only we need to find. Where is the principal? In the options. Using the principal in the option, you have to arrive at what amount? 6,500. What is amount? Principal plus SI. Ipo, first of all, time into rate find out pananga. 3 into 10%, 30%. So 30% on principal we have to compute. Where is the principal? In the options. If you hit 4,000 as a principal, 30% on 4,000 is 1,200. If you add 1,200 to 4,000, you get 5,200. You are not going to get 6,500. Therefore, first option is not the right answer. Second option, if I hit 5,000, if you take as a principal, 30% on 5,000 is 1,500. And add principal to it, you get 6,500. You get 6,500 using the second option. This was type 2. And then type 3 that we had discussed was what? When amount and principal both are given. When amount and principal both are given, then how to find time or maybe rate of interest. Along with amount and principal, they may give you time. They'll ask you to find R. Along with A and P, if they give you R, they'll ask you to find time. That's the only thing. Now here, for such questions also, you solve it by option hitting method only. So look here, amount and principal both will be given in the question only. Using amount and principal, what you can find? SI. Difference between amount and principal is what? 2,000. Difference between amount and principal is what? 2,000. And that is what is a simple interest. Correct? Ipo SI kuduthirupanga. SI kuduthirupanga. Ipo paranga. How do you find SI? Time into rate of interest. Where is time? In the options. Ipo 5% into 2 panana 10% varo. Ipo 10% on 8,000 is what? 800 rupees. You will not get 2,000. Ipo 4 years, if you take it, 5 into 4 years is 20%. Ipo 20% on the principal is 1,600. Interest you will not get 2,000. Ipo last option, third option. 5 into 8 is 40%. 40% na 8,000 into 40% is 3,200. But the interest you should be getting what? 2,000. So you're not getting, therefore none of this is the answer. Purida. And the last type that we had discussed was type 4. What is type 4? They'll give you two amounts in terms of principal. What is amount in terms of principal? Amount in terms of principal means they'll specify certain sum of money doubles, sum of money triples, sum of money becomes 4 times, sum of money becomes 5 times. That is what is amount in terms of principal. How many such amounts should be there? 2 amounts should be there in the question. So if you read this question, they have said a certain sum of money doubles. You see one amount in terms of principal. In how many years? 6 years. As per what? SI. Ipo in how many years? It will become 5 times of itself. You have how many amounts? 2 amounts. One is double, the other one is 5 times. The moment you see 2 amounts as in case of SI, it is type 4. What is the shortcut that I have given for such questions? A2 minus 1 by A1 minus 1 into T1. Ipo what is A2? 5 times kuduthirupanga. 5 minus 1 is what? 4. Ipo A1 double na 2 times. 2 minus 1 is what? 1. 4 by 1 into. What is the time taken for first amount? 6 years. So answer is 24 years. Purida. 2 amounts will be given in terms of principal. How do you identify? Double, triple, 4 times, 5 times. How many such amounts should be there? 2 such amounts. Shortcut for such questions is what? A2 minus 1 by A1 minus 1 into T1. Ipo A2 5. 5 minus 1 is 4. A1 double means 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. And the answer into what? Time taken for the first amount is 6. So answer is 24 years. I think I gave one more question to this, right? You see, a certain sum of money triples. Triples means 3 times. And 7 times kuda kuduthirupanga. 2 amounts in terms of principal. So what's the shortcut? Second amount minus 1, 6. 7 minus 1 is 6. First amount minus 1. Triple means 3 minus 1 is 2. Into time taken in the first case, 10. Answer is 30 years. Purida. This was the last type that we had discussed. Just one more type before we move on to compound interest. Type 5. When one amount in terms of principal and R are given. What is R? Rate of interest. Are given. Then to find time. Look, for such question, only one amount in terms of principal. If 2 amounts given in terms of principal, it is type 4. A2 minus 1 by A1 minus 1 into T1 pannu. This whatever amount kudupanga. Whatever amount in terms of what? Principal. Along with amount, they'll also give you rate. They'll ask you to find time. For such problems, T is equal to total SI rate divided by R. Ipo, how to find total SI when amount is given? So please understand one thing. For such problem, P is taken as 100. P is taken as 100%. Why P should be taken as 100%? Because R will be in terms of percentage. Even total rate also should be in terms of percentage. Why we should first of all take P in terms of 100 is because whatever the rate that we compute, whatever the rate of interest that we calculate, it is based on what? Principal. So principal is a reference value. Reference value is always taken as 100. This therefore P is taken as 100. Ipo amount to double na, what is A? 2P. 2P means 2 into 100, 200%. You will be given amount, but what you need in the numerator is total SI. Always remember, total SI rate is always 100% less than amount. Ipo paranga, amount 200% irukku, double na 200%. Ipo total SI 100% come irukku. That means 200 minus 100 only you have to do. If the amount is 300, you have to do minus 100. So total SI will be 200%. How it is? Basically, what is A? P plus SI. If amount 200% na, so I'll substitute in place of A as 200. P should be taken as what? 100 plus SI. Tell me what is SI? 200 minus 100? 100. If amount 300 na, 300 minus 100, 200 da. Therefore, total SI rate is always 100% less than amount. If 500% na, amount 500% na, total SI will be 400%. Purida. So in the formula ku total SI rate da venu. Purida. Total SI rate da venu. So total SI rate venna amount minus 100% pannano. Type 5 problem ku P is taken as 100. If they say amount double, certain sum of money doubles, so A is equal to 2P and 200%. Total SI will be 100% less 100%. If they say certain sum of money becomes 4 times of itself, now amount 400%. 400% na total SI 300%. So just have to divide that by R. That's it. Purida. Everyone. So please take a note of this. And we'll take a question on this. Question is, a certain sum of money becomes 4 times of itself at 20% per annum SI. Find the time taken. How many amounts are there in terms of principal here? How many amounts are there in terms of principal here in the question? How many amounts are there? Only one amount. What is it? 4 times of itself. So A is equal to how much? 4P. Correct? 4 times principal means A is equal to 4P. P is taken as how much? 100 na? 400%. If total SI, what is total SI rate? 300%. If enna pannano? Total SI rate divided by R the T. Total SI rate divided by R. Solunga. 300 divided by what is R? 20. 0 cancel. 30 by 2 is 15. So how many years it will take? 15 years. So whenever you see amount 5 times, let's say 4 times, let's say. So what you should take? Not 400, 300 you should take. Divided by what? Whatever the rate of interest they give you. 300 by 20. 0 cancel. 30 by 2. 30 by 2 is 50. Amount 400 da. Total SI 100% less means 300. Purida. Pakka. We'll solve some practice questions on this simple interest. Paranga. A certain sum of money amounts to 650 in 6 years at 5% per annum SI. Find the sum. Where is the sum? Sum means what? Sum means what? Principal. Where is principal? Options. So, how to find SI? PTR percentage. Ipo time paranga. 6 years irukku. Rate of interest 5%. 6 into 5, 30. So 30% on the principal, she will give you SI. Add principal to it, you should get the amount, which is 650. So 60% on 30% on 500 is 150 rupees. If you add 150 to 500, you get 650. So amount is 650 only. Therefore, A itself is the right answer. Purida, are you getting it? Optionating method. Ipo, in what time rupees 15,000 amounts to rupees 18,000? What is 15,000? Principal. What is 18,000 amount? What is SI? Difference. What is the difference between the two? 3,000. So simple interest will be 3,000. So rate of interest kuduthirpanga 5% and number of years in the option la irukka 5 into 5% is 25%. 25% on 15,000 is how much? Is it 3,000? See, SI you should get 3,000. Principal is 15,000. PTR percentage is only SI. Rate of interest kuduthirpanga. Ipo time enga irukka? Option la irukku. PTR percentage panana you must get 3,000. Solunga. Ipo 5 into 5, 25%. 25% on 15,000 is how much? 25% of 15,000 is how much? 3,750. Half is 7,500. Quarter is 3,750. உங்களுக்கு எவ்வளவு வரணும்? 3,000 வரணும். So it is not option A. If I hit option B 4 years, 5 into 4, 20%. Correct? 20% on 15,000 is how much? 10% is 1,500. 20% is 3,000. அதுதான் இருக்கு. So therefore, option B is the right answer. புரியுதா? Next. Rupees 8,000 amounts to 10,000 in 2 years at a certain rate of interest. Where is rate of interest? In the options. இப்போ 2 years கொடுத்திருப்பாங்க. If a first option if I hit 2 into 12.5, 25%. இப்போ 8,000ல 25% எவ்வளோ? 2,000. இப்போ interest how much? 2,000 only. Because amount minus SI, amount minus principal is SI. So 25% on 8,000 is what? 2,000 only. Therefore, option A is the right answer. Purida. Optionating method. A certain sum of money doubles itself in 6 years as per SI. Double kuduthirupanga. In what time it becomes 4 times? Two amounts in terms of principal. Shortcut. A2 minus 1 divided by A1 minus 1 into T1. What is A2? 4 minus 1, 3 divided by 2 minus 1, 1. 3 by 1 is 3 only. Into T1 is how much? 6. 3 6 are. Answer C. Purida. Purida. Everyone. A certain sum of money becomes 4 times of itself in 15 years. In what time it becomes 8 times? Again, the same concept. So what by what? 7 by 3 into what? 15. 3 ones are, 3 5s are. Answer is 35 years. Option B. Purida. Clear? Ipo. A certain sum of money becomes 3.5 times of itself in 10 years as per SI. In what time it becomes 8.5 times of itself? Again, two amounts in terms of principal. What by what? 7.5 divided by 2.5. What is 7.5 by 2.5? 75 by 25, which is 3. 3 into what? 10. Answer. Option A. Purida. Clear? Pakka. Next. A certain sum of money amounts to 6,900 in 3 years and rupees 7,500 in 5 years as per SI. Find the sum and SI. Where is the sum and SI? In the options. First of all, you cross check this whether it satisfies or not. If 6,000 principal if you take it, 5% in 3 years means 15%. 6,000 la 15%. 1,800. So 7,800 varadu. Yes or no? Is it the first option? Is it the first option? Is it the first option? 5%. Oh, is it 15%, right? Illapa, the 15%. 5 into 3 is 15%. 15% on 6,000 is how much? 900 only. Are 10% of 6,000 is 600. 5% is 300. So 900 varudhu. So 900 add pannana 6,900 da varum. So this amount da. So principal rate of interest option la kuduthirupanga. Hit option hit panano. Ipo ido in the amount satisfy aichu. Ipo second amount satisfy parade parla. Check panla. Ipo 6,000 principal. 5% into 5 years 25%. 6,000 la 25% means 1,500. 6,000 plus 1,500 is 7,500. So both amounts are getting satisfied using what? First option. Are you getting it? Are you getting it? Everyone. Check this. Once again, the same kind of question. 20,000 and 8%. If 4 years, this is first amount, this is second amount. What you need to find? Sum and SI. Sum means what? Principal. And SI is rate of interest. Ipo in the amount, in the principal rate of interest satisfy pananu. Ipo 20,000 principal if you take it, 8% into 4, 32%. 32% on 20,000, 6,400. So satisfy Auda? Yes. So again this, how much percent it is? 56%. 56%. 50% on 20,000 is 10,000. 6% on 20,000 is 1% is 200. 6% is 1,200. So how much? 31,200. So option A da correct. Purida. Clear? Pakka. A certain sum of money triples itself in 5% per annum SI. Find the time taken for the same. How many amounts are there in terms of principal? Only one amount. Last type that I have discussed. Amount should be taken as how much percent? Triple means 300%. But total SI is how much? Total SI is 200. Ipo total SI divided by R. Correct? Total SI is 200. R is 5. How much? 5 4s are 20. 40. How much? 40. Yes. Purida? Clear? Pakka? Are you getting it? Next one. The SI on a certain sum becomes 0.125 times of itself. Have they given amount or the SI straight away? Look at the difference between this question and this question. Here amount is given. Certain sum of money doubles or triples means amount. SI on a certain sum means what they have given is total SI straight away. Because SI only given, what is it? 0.125 times of itself. Itself means what? Principal. Principal is taken as how much? 100. So 12.125 into 100 is 12.5%. Purida? 12.5%. Ipo, enna venu? Time. Would you subtract 100 from this? If amount is given only, then you have to subtract 100. This is what? SI straight away. So what is T? Total SI by R. So 12.5 divided by 6.25. Don't you think 6.25 is half of 12.5? So 12.5 is double of 6.25. Answer is 2 years. Option. Purida? Clear? Pakka? 100%. So these are the questions on SI. Hope you understood. Clear? 100%. Now I shall give you the concept on CI, compound interest. Tell me, what is SI basically? Why do we have SI? Why do we have SI? Why SI and CI both are there? They are what basically? What are SI and CI? Schemes of investment. They are the investment schemes. You can invest your money as per SI or as per CI. As per SI, what doesn't change? Principal doesn't change. As per CI, what will change? Principal will change. Purida? Compound. Interest. Paranga? Now compound interest has got a formula, okay? But you can't use the formula. Because the formula is like this. P into 1 plus I whole power n minus 1 is equal to CI. This is the formula for compound interest. I'll not give you formula of compound interest. Rather, theoretically, I'll explain how to find it out. Use that method. Okay? Look. Everyone. See, if you want to find out CI on any sum, say rupees 10,000 invested at 10% per annum CI, compounded annually. The meaning of compounded annually means principal is going to change once in a year. If they say compounded semi-annually means principal is going to change once in 6 months. In 1 year, 2 times the principal is going to change. Purida? Suppose compounded annually means principal 1 year la one time da change out. Purida? For 3 years. How many years of investment? Or let me give you just 2 years. For 2 years. Find CI. I'll give you one technique where using that technique you can even find simple interest as well as compound interest in one thing only. Okay, look. How many years? 2 years. Draw the line and split the line into 2 parts. I mean, you have to visualize this line, imaginary line. But I'll show and I'll draw and explain how you have to visualize. 0, 1 and 2. To start off with, what is the principal? 10,000. Okay. On top of every year, you should be writing simple interest for each year. Simple interest, will the principal change? Will the principal change for the simple interest? No. So, what is the rate of interest? 10% for 1 year. 10% on what? 10,000. What is 10% on 10,000? 1,000. So, SI for 1 year is 1,000. What does SI for second year? 1,000 only. Principal is not going to change for SI. Purida? Paranga. On the bottom of every year, you will be writing difference between CI and SI, compound interest and simple interest. இப்போ பாருங்க, first year la is the principal going to change in a span of 1 year? No. At the end of 1 year only principal is going to change. If principal is not going to change in 1 year, whatever the simple interest gives you, the same the compound interest also will give you. That means both SI and CI are equal for the first year. If they are equal, what is the difference between them? Difference between CI and SI for the first year is 0. இப்போ பாருங்க, you want the difference between CI and SI for the second year. If you want that, please concentrate. To the left of second year, whatever you have, put a box and add the numbers within it. 1000 plus 0 is what? 1000. Write that 1000 over here and take whatever the rate of interest that is there, 10%. Correct? Which is 10% on 1000 is 100. Purida. So what is the total difference for 2 years? First year 0, second year 100 rupees. So total difference is 100. See, what is total SI? Total SI is how much? 1000 plus 1000 is for 2 years 2000. Please understand, total SI venuna, you have to add the numbers at the top, which is 2000. Ipo total CI venuna, you need to add total SI plus total difference. Paranga, total SI is how much? 2000. Total difference is how much? 100, which is 2100. Purida. Now, you need not even visualize all those things, especially when they ask for 2 years. Please understand, especially when they ask for 2 years, what you basically do is find SI for 1 year. Find SI for 1 year. How much is SI for 1 year for this? 1000. Take 10% on it. What is 10% on 100? That is only the difference between CI and SI for 2 years. Because first year it is 0. Second year only whatever you computed is 100 rupees. SI for 1 year is 1000. 2 years it is 2000 plus the difference 100. 2100 is the CI. Purida. Purida. Everyone. Clear? Pakka. Do one more. I explained this to make you understand. But you need not even visualize this. What you have to do, tell me? Find SI for 1 year. Take 10% on it. This is to find what? CI for 2 years. CI for 2 years. For 3 years, we will see later what to do. What do you do? CI is nothing but SI for 1 year into what? Rate of interest and add with what? Total SI. If SI for 1 year, how much it will come? 1000 rupees. SI for 1 year is, let me write 1000 rupees only. Into what? Rate of interest. 1000 into rate of interest is how much? 10%. Plus total SI 2000. The answer is 2100. Purida. Purida. One more. Rupees 20,000 is invested at 8% per annum CI. Find the total CI for 2 years. SI for 2 years is how much? SI for 1 year is how much? SI for 1 year 1600. SI for 1 year is 1600. 1600 la 8%. 1% evla? 16. 8%, 16 8s are 16 8s are 16 8s are 10 8s are 80, 6 8s are 128. 16 8s are 128. That means 128. 128 only, correct? Array 8% on 20,000 is 160,600. Ipo otherless 8% is 128 because 10% is 160. It will be less than 160 only. So 128 is only the right answer. So 128 rupees extra than SI. SI for 2 years 3,200 plus 128 3,003. 3,200 is the total SI because 1,600 for 1 year, 2 years 3200. இப்போ 1 yearக்கு SI 1600 into 8% is 128. So 3328. இதுதான் total CI. புரியலையா? Should I explain once again? இப்போ what did I say? It is where it is? CI is nothing but what? SI for 1 year into R percent plus total SI. What is SI for 1 year? If it is 20,000 is the principal and 8% is the rate of interest. 8% on 20,000 is 1,600. Purida? Into how much percent you will take? 8%. If you do this, what you will get? Difference between CI and SI. Plus total SI is how much? 1,600 into 2 is 3,200. இப்போ 1,600 ல 8% சொல்லுங்க. 1% of 1,600 is 16. 2 zeros you have to remove for 1%, correct? இப்போ 16 8s பண்ணனும். 16 10 8s 80, 6 8s 48. 80 plus 48 is 128. இப்போ 10% 160. இது less than 160, so 128 the correct. So 128 plus 3,200 is 3,328. Purida. One more you can try. Rupees 50,000 is invested at 6% per annum. At 6% per annum CI. Find the total CI for 2 years. First of all, SI for 1 year. 6% on 50,000 is 3,000. Now 3,000 la 6%. 1% is 30. 180 is 6%. So 180 plus 3,000 into 2, 6,000. So result is 6,180 is the total CI. So you have to use this formula. P into 1 plus I whole power n minus 1. This is the formula actually. If you have a calculator, mobile calculator only, you can do it. How much it gets? 1 plus I is type 1.06 because 6% is 0.06. Power how much? 2. You know how to raise the power in the calculator? 1.06 type panega. Raise the power to 2 into 1.06. Acha. One 1.06 into 1.06 minus 1 pananga. Acha. Ipo into P pananga. P 50,000. Evla?
4,000.
Huh? How much?
6,000.
How much you got? Oh my God. You did not do correctly. Go to calculator again. 1.06 type pananga. Press into button. 1.06. 1.1236 varo. Press equal. Equal press pananga. Adukaprom. Aicha. Minus 1 pananga. Press equal. Adukaprom into 50,000. 6,180. You can't do all this in the exam. So this is the best method. Are understood? Everyone. Pakka va. Solunga. Clear. We'll do one question on 3-year interest. Rupees 10,000 is invested. Rupees 10,000 is invested at 10% per annum CI for 3 years. Find the total CI. Find the total CI. Paranga. That method I shall explain first of all, then we can try to visualize how to solve it. How many years?
3 years.
3 years. First year SI, second year also SI, third year also. On top of every year it is SI only. First year difference 0. How do you find second year difference? Whatever the first year SI into percentage. First year SI is 1000. Here it should be 100. Purida. Ipo third year difference veno. How to find third year difference? Please concentrate. To the left of third year, whatever we have, add everything. 1000 plus 1000 plus 100, 2100. 2100 la 10%, 210. So this is the difference for the third year. Purida. So you have to find difference for the second year, difference for the third year also. You understood up to difference for second year? Third year difference paranga. First, second year SI is 1000 only, third year SI is also 1000 only. Paranga. Difference for the third year if you want, to the left of third year, whatever are there, 1000 plus 1000 plus 100 plus 0 is 2100. That value you take it here. Into what is the rate of interest? 10%. What is 2100 into 10%? 210. That's the difference for the third year. Now total CI venuna, total SI plus total difference. Solunga. Total SI evla? 3000. Total difference 310. So answer is 3010. Purida. So how to find the third year difference? Tell me. 2 year SI plus 10% on first year SI will be see, you have to take 10% on this, 10% on this, 10% also on this. Rather than taking sum of all this, 10% on 1000 is 100, 10% on 1000 is 100, 10% on first year difference is 10. So 100 plus 100 plus 10, 210. That is best way. Purida. Pakkava. No question. Rupees 20,000 is invested at 5% per annum CI for 3 years. As per 3 years. Find the total CI. இப்போ சொல்லுங்க. Second year difference எவ்வளவு வரும்? First year SI is what? 1000 rupees. இப்போ 5% on 1000. What is 5? 10% of 1000 is 100. 5% is 50. So this is SI for, CI for, difference for first year. இப்போ difference for second year, first of all, you know, 1000 is the SI for the first year. 5% on 1000 is 50. 5% on this 1000 is 50. 100. 5% on 50? 2.5. So 100 plus 2.5, 102.5. Purida. All SIs you will take 5%, even on the difference, even on this also 5%. Purida. 2 years SI 5%, even on this difference also 5%. So how much it is? 102.5 plus total SI is for 3 years 3000. So total how much? 3152.5. Purida. Clear? Everyone. One more. Rupees 6, we'll take 50,000 is invested at 3% per annum CI for 3 years. Find the total CI. இப்போ SI for 1 year. 1% is how much? 500. So 1500. SI for first year is 1500. So SI for 3 years is 4500. Keep it aside. Ipo, difference for the second year is 1500 into 3%. 45. Ipo, first year, second year difference 45 vandirukku. Ipo 2 year SI la 3% you have to take. 1500 3% is 45 plus 45 which is 90. Purida? This is 2 year SI plus how much percent on 45? 3% on 45. 1% is 0.45. Correct? 1% is 0.45. 3% is 0.45 into 3. Solunga. 0.4 into 3 is 1.2. 0.05 into 3 is 0.15. So 1.35 it is. Purliya? 0.45 into 3 pananu. Yes or no? Don't do 0.45 into 3. 45 into 3 pananga. 45 into 3 evla? 135? 135? 135? See, 0.45 means 45%. 0.45 means 45%. 45% into 3 is what? 135%. Ipo 100% na 1. 135% na 1.35. Purida? 100% na 1. 135% means 1.35. Purida? Understood? So 1.35 extra varum. This is interest on first year interest, interest on first year interest, first year SI, sorry, interest on 2 years SI, first 2 years SI. This is the 3% on difference. Purida? Understood. Still, if you want me to explain in a simple words, listen. Even in simple words, if you want to find out, if you want me to tell, in this case only you tell me what is SI for 1 year. SI for 1 year is how much? 1000. 1000 1000 la 5% how much? 50. 1000 la 5 is how much? 50. 50 into 3 pananga. Okay, but this is the easiest method. 50 into 3 pananga. For 3 year CI. 50 into 3 pananu. Plus 50 la 5% how much? 10% 5. 5% is half of 5, which is 2.5. Purida? Plus total SI how much? 3000. Ipo solunga. 1150. 152.5. So 3152.5. Same answer we had got. This is more easier. Ipo solunga. Idu kuda. Solunga. What is SI for 1 year? 1500. 1500 la 3% 45. 45 into 3 pananga. For 3 year CI. Acha. Ipo plus what? 3% on whatever percentage is given on that 45. What is 3% on 45? 45% into 3 is 135%. Correct? 135% now 1.35. Plus SI for 1 year is how much? 1500. So for 3 years it is 4500. Ipo, it is 135. 135 plus 1.35. 136.35. 136.35. So 4,636.35 is the answer. So your mind should act like a calculator. See, it can act. Only thing is that you have to be what? Giving exercise to your mind. Understood? Puriliya? For 3 year CI, how do you find out? SI for 1 year you compute, okay? On that, rate of interest find out pannunga. into 3. Why 3? 3 years it is. Okay, va? Adukapro, whatever the number that you have got before multiplying with 3, on that, whatever the rate of interest they give you, that you find out. Plus, total SI for 3 years. That's it. Purida. Try one more. Try one more. Take. Rupees 1 lakh is invested at 8%, 6%. We'll take 6%. 6% per annum for 3 years. CI. 3 years as per CI. Find the total interest. First, SI for 1 year, 6,000. Otherla 6%. 6,000 la 6%. 360 into 3 plus 360 la 6%. $216. $360 less 6% is how much? 21.6, not 216. Because 360 la, you just use the thing. What is it? 360 la 10% only is 36. How will 6% be 216? You multiplied it correctly, absolutely fine. But the thing is, where to keep decimal, that's very important. So it can't be a 3-digit number, it has to be a 2-digit number only. How? 10% is 36, not 6% less than 36 only. So it is not 216, it is 21.6. Adukapro solunga. SI for 3 years. 360 into 6,000 into 3. My God, 6,000 into 3. 18. It was 360 into 3 solunga. 300 into 3 edappa. 900. 300 into 3 900. 60 into 3 180 va. 900 into 900 plus 180 1080. 1080. 1080 plus 20 1100. This is all you have to do. 1080 plus 20 1100. Extra 1.6. 1101.6. 1101.6. That means 19,101.6. I mean, you don't expect such questions in the exam. It is just to. Don't expect. They can't be too harsh on you. Even if they ask, keep your mind ready to do such calculation. You see, time is not a big thing for you. You will have enough time. Time is not a barrier. You will have enough time. The thing is what? Because current affairs and this current affairs, it's like 1 or 2 seconds, you get the answer. It's not like you think too much on that. Correct? If you don't know, you definitely have to play Inky Pinky Ponky. Correct? Na? No negative marking. Within 5 minutes, you can complete that current affairs questions, 30 questions. Okay? But your savior is this one only. Of course, if you are good at current affairs will be a savior. What happened? Please take one more question, just one last question. Rupees 30,000 is invested for 1 year at 10% per annum CI. Rupees 30,000 is invested for 1 year at 10% per annum CI, compounded half yearly. What do you mean by half yearly? 2 times in a year the principal is going to change. For how many years the investment is done? 1 year. Investment is done for 1 year. Paranga. But the principal is going to change at the end of half a year only. Principal is going to change at the end of half year only. Apply that concept of SI. On the top of every year, what do you write? SI. Tell me SI for half a year. 5%. 5% on what? You will not get 10% for half a year. You get only half of 10%. 5% on 30,000 is. What is 1%? 1,500. SI for the second year, 1,500. Ipo, difference for the first year, 0. First half year is 0. Second half year difference venuna 1,500 into 5%. Half year ku half the varum. Ipo solunga 1,500 la 5%. 75. Ipo total CI solunga. 1,500 plus 1,500, 3,000. 3,000 plus 75, 3,000. Purida, half year compounding. Purida, pakkava, 100%. One more you want to solve half year compounding? One more? Illaya. Take one more. Rupees 60,000 is invested for 1 year at 12% per annum CI, compounded half yearly. Find the interest. Tell me, first year SI is how much? 6% on 6,000. It is not 12% on 6,000. Because it is half yearly, you get only 6%, half of 12%. 6% on 6,000. 1% on 6,000 is 60. 1% on 6,000. Remove 2 zeros. 60. 6%. 60 into 6 is 6 6 are 36. 360, right? So 360 is SI for first half year. On the 360, how much percent? 6%. Now, you only told the answer for this. 360 into 6% is how much? 360 into 6%. Huh? Array. Hope you have not used the calculators. You used Array, look at this. Parangappa, how you have to solve it is 300 la 6% evalapa? 18 300 la 6% is 18. Ipo 60 la 6%. 3.6. 60 la 6%. How much? What is? You need to find 6% on 360. Correct? Don't find 6% on 360. Split this 360 as 300 plus 60. Correct? 6% on 300 is 180. 6% on 60. 3 point. 6% on, is it 180 or 18? It is 18. 6% on 300. 10% is only 30, right? 6% is it 300? 30. I mean 18. Ipo solunga. 6% on 60. 1% is 0.6. 6% is 3.6. So it becomes 21.6. So this difference has to be added with the SI for the first half year and second half year. First half year SI is 360. 360 plus 360, 720. 720 plus 21.6, 741.6. Should I explain again? Look. How much is the investment period? 1 year. Principal is going to change at the end of half a year. Please concentrate. If you concentrate, it will be easy. You're not concentrating. Right? On the top of every half year, what to write? SI. SI for the first half year, is it 12% or 6%? 6%. On what? 6,000. 1% of 6,000 is remove 2 zeros. 60, right? 60 is 1%. So 6% is into 6. 60 into 6 is the 360. புரியுதா? இது கூட 360 தான். இப்போ first half year difference 0 because principal is the same for SI and CI. But second half year difference is going to be more. Definitely there's a difference. CI is greater than SI. பாருங்க. How to find second half year difference on 360? Sum of these two. 360, how much percent? 12% or 6%? Because second half year only are going to find. So 6%. 360 la 6% evla. 300 into 6% you do first of all. 300 la 6% 18. 60 la 6% 3.6. 18 plus 3.6 21.6. You put total sum panano, that is what is CI for 1 year at half yearly compounding. Purida. Clear. I'm giving all this exercise so that your mind, you have to like give the exercise to your mind to respond quickly. Right? You will not get such numbers. Don't worry. Puriyuda. Okay. Ipo. Paraga. One last type on compound interest on which you can definitely get the question on compound interest. Please take when two amounts in terms of principal and time for first amount are given, then time for second amount will be T2 is equal to, look, N into T1. I'll tell you what is N. Please understand, for such questions, the second amount should be expressed in terms of first amount power N. That N is only this multiplier. When you see the question, you will understand. Please write this down, this note. A2, first of all, you'll write as A1 power N. That N only you should multiply with T1. T1 is the time in the first case. T2 is the time in the second case. Preparing a question. And the same kind of question I have discussed in even SI also. But it is as per SI. As per SI, na A2 minus 1 by A1 minus 1 into T1 panano. Either as per CI. You can't apply that shortcut for CI problems. Because CI and SI are different. Correct? CI la principal change aao, SI la principal change avadu. You can't apply the same shortcuts. So you have to see the question, it is as per SI or as per CI. Accordingly, you have to work. Look at the question. A certain sum of money doubles itself in 7 years as per CI. Doubles itself in 7 years as per CI. In how many years? It will become 8 times of itself. 8 times of itself. First of all, look, how many amounts are there? How many amounts are there in terms of principal? 2. What are the 2 amounts? 8 times and 2 times. What is second amount? 8. First amount is 2. Double means 2. So what you need to do first of all, express A2 in terms of A1. So 8 is, A1 is what? 2, right? A2 is 8. A1 is what? 2. 2 power what is 8?
3.
So n value is 3. That is what we actually take n. N is what? 3 in this case. இப்போ T2 சொல்லுங்க. 3 into, what is T1 given? 7. Answer is 21 years. புரியுதா? Second amount, write A2 first is equal to, first amount double. Double means 2. 2 power what is 8? 2 power 3 is 8. அதுதான் n. அந்த n தான் இங்க யூஸ் பண்ணணும். புரியுதா? நெக்ஸ்ட் क्वेश्चन பண்ணுவீங்களா? பண்ணுங்க நெக்ஸ்ட் क्वेश्चन. புரியுதா? Everyone take this. A certain sum of money triples itself in 8 years as per CI. In how many years it will become 9 times of itself? Answer is, சொல்லுங்க answer. 16 is the answer. What is A2? A2 should be expressed in terms of A1 power n. What is A2? 9. Don't do -1 for this. Only for SI, that shortcut is different. CI, A2 is 9. A1 is what? 3. 3 power what is 9? What is n? 2. N is 2. Ipo T2, 2 into n, T1 is 8. Answer is, Purida? Clear? Everyone? Take these problems. A certain sum of money doubles itself in 4 years as per CI. In how many years it will become 16 times of itself? 16 is what power of 2? 4 into what? 4. Answer. A2 is A1 power n. What is A2? 16. What is A1? Power what is 16? 4. So n is 4. Multiply this 4 with what? Given number of years. 4 4s are. Purida? Everyone? Now, whatever the concept of CI I explained, that will help you out to solve the next question that we have seeing here. The difference between SI and CI for 2 years on certain sum is 25.2 at 6% per annum. If they don't specify, it is compounded annually only. Please understand. Find the sum. So, for how many years? 2 years. It is for 2 years. So, it is compounded annually only. First year difference evla? 0. Second year difference da kuduthirupanga 25.2. Ipo, how do you find the second year difference? Find SI for 1 year. You find SI for 1 year. And on that, you take the rate of interest. Correct? Ipo principal enga irukku? Option la irukku. If you take 50,000 as a principal, is it 50,000? Oh, it should be 5,000. It's not 50,000, 5,000. If you take 5,000 as a principal, what is 6% on 5,000? 300. 300 SI for 1 year. Ipo SI for 1 year la 6%. You have to take. So 6% on 300 is what? 18. But what they have given? 25.2. It is not the right answer. Purida. Ipo second option. If you take second option as 6,000, principal, what is SI for 1 year? SI for 1 year is 360. Correct? SI for 1 year is 360. Ipo 6% on 360 is 21.6. So it is not 6,000 either. Purida. Ipo. If I take 7,000 as the principal, what is 420? Okay. 420 is the SI for 1 year. Ipo on this what percentage? 6%. 400 la 6% solunga first. 400 la 6% 24. 20 la 6% 1.2. 24 plus 1.2 25.2. So option C the correct. Are you getting it? How to find difference for the second year? What is given? Difference for the second year. How to find difference for the second year? Tell me. SI for 1 year into rate of interest. SI for 1 year into rate of interest is what? Is difference for the second year. Purida. Ipo solve this question similar to this. Which is the principle? It's all, why it has become? It's all 8,000, 9,000 and 10,000, sorry. 8, 9 and 10. 8,000, 9,000 and 10,000. SI for 1 year. Solunga. How much? 720 va. 720 correct. Ipo idrilla how much percent? 9%. Solunga 700 la 9% 63. 700 la 9% 63. Ipo 20 la 9% 1.8. 63 plus 1.8 64.8. What is this 720? Tell me. SI for 1 year into rate of interest is what is the difference? What is the difference? 64.8. Adada varum. Purida. Last concept. Square root of a number. Entertainment. Paranga. Everyone. The best way to find square root of a number. First, 1 square to 10 square, you have to know. What is 1 square? 2 square. 3 square. 4 square. 5 square. 6 square. Oh. சொல்லுங்க 144 அப்புறம் 169 அப்புறம் 225 அப்புறம் வெரி குட் அப்புறம் வெரி குட் அப்புறம் 324 வெரி குட் அப்புறம் வெரி குட் அப்புறம் வெரி குட் 484. If you are running short of memory, what you do? Last number 2 square 4. 2 into 2 4. 4 2s are 8. 2 square is 4. 484. You remember this? Okay. Anyways, for square root of a number, you need not know this. Purida. You have to see if the units place digit is 1. For which numbers you get units place digit as 1? For 1 and 9. Correct? For 1, square of 1 and square of 9 will give you units place digit as 1. Unit digit 1 if you get, it could be either 1 or 9. 1 square can give you units place digit as 1 or 9. Puriyuda. Ipa paranga. Is it possible that you get units place digit 2 by squaring any number? Impossible. 2 is not there anywhere. 3 is also not possible. 4. If you get units place digit as 4, it could be a square of 2 or it could be even square of 8. 2 or 8. If you get 5, only option is it's a square of 5 only. 6, it is square of 4 or 6. 7 not possible. 8 not possible. 9 could be a square of 3 or square of 7. Purida, this idea, this knowledge you must have. If you get a units place digit, it could be what? Possibilities 2 or 8. 5 means only one possibility. It should be 5 only. Purida, everyone, Akka. Now look, I'm going to give you one number. With that, I'm going to explain how to find a square root of a number. It is 1024. It is 1024. Please understand, you have to remove off the first 2 digits. Last 2 digits, I'm sorry. You have to remove off last 2 digits. Like this, you have to break. Leave out the last 2 digits. Last 2 digits la units place digit enna irukku? 4 irukku. 4 irna, it could be a square of 2 or it could be a square of 8. So it could be 2 or 8. Puriyada? It could be 2 or 8. Ipo, look at the other digits. It is 10. Correct? Ipo, 10 lies between which 2 numbers? 9 and 16? 10 lies between 9 and 16. So definitely it can't be 4 square. 4 square is 16. It is more than that. It will be definitely nearer to 3. So the number that I should take is 3. Now it could be either 32 or 38. How to decide whether it is 32 or 38? Paranga. Ipo, what comes after 2? After 3? 4. Into 4 pananga. How much you will get? 12. So this number is lesser than the product. This number is lesser than the product so obtained. Yes or no? Lesser na, lesser number da. Correct. Lesser number na, lesser number da. Correct. What if it is greater? Greater number will be correct. If the given number is lesser than the product so obtained, then lesser number da. Correct. If you know it is going to be 42 na 32 na? 32. So answer is 30. Why do we multiply with 4? Tell me. To decide which one, either 2 or 8. Purida, if you want you can just check. 32 square is 1024. You know this, right? This method only best. 2 square is 4. These 2. 3 2s are 6. 6 2s are 12. 2 is a number. 1 is the carry. 3 square is 9. 9 plus 1 is 1024. Purida, should I explain this once again? Once again? Huh? You know it's going to be 3. 32 or 38. Correct? Why it cannot be 42 or 48? 4 square is 16. This is 10. It can't be 4. It can't be 42 or 48. It has to be 32 and 38. How did you decide? 10 lies between 3 square and 4 square. So definitely it is 3 something. It can't be 4 something. Can we do one more? Take. Four, 7, 6, 1. Which 2 to separate first of all? Last 2 digits. What is the units place digit? 1. For 1, it could be 1 or 9. Purida. If 47 lies between square of which 2 numbers? 7 square is 49. 6 and 7. 6 is 36. 7 is 49. So 6 and between 6 and 7. So it can't be 71 or 79. It has to be either 61 or 69. What to do? 6 sevens are you do? 42. This 47 is greater than product. So greater number you have to take or smaller number you have to take? This number is greater than this. Greater number da correct. Is it 69 or 79? Puriyuda? Clear? 100%. One more. Try one more. One more thing. So what if it is this product is same as this product? Appo greater number na you have to take. Greater number only you have to take. If the product is equal to same, this number, then you have to take the greater number only. For example, five, 6, 2, 5. What to do? Split this. Split this. Here there is no possibility because you have only one possibility. You have only one possibility. Correct? What is it? 5 means only 5. Shall I give you one more example? One more example. Take. Seven, 3, 9, 6. Solunga. What to do? 6. Digits could be either 6 or 4. 6 or 4. Ipo 73 irka. Between which two squares? 8 and 9. 8 square is 64. 9 square is 81. So 73 is between 64 and 81. So 8 or 9. So which one is definitely 84, 86 or 94, 96? 84 or 86. It can't be 9. 8 nines are 72. This is greater than 72 or lesser than 72? Greater. Greater means greater number. Answer 86. Purida. Pakka. Clear? 100%. Take this example. A perfect square number can never have the digit dash at the units place.
8.
It can have 1, can have 4, can have 9. It cannot have 8. What else? Cannot have 2, cannot have 3, cannot have 7 also. Yes or no? But among the given digits, 8 is the right answer. Purida. Solunga. Root of 6241. You need not do it conventionally. Why? 1 is a number. By squaring 9 only, you get the units place rate as 1. Other digits, other numbers. If I square 2, I'll get 4. If I square 5, I get 5. If I square 8, units place rate will be 4. If I square 9 only, I'll get 1. So obviously option D. You need not solve it conventionally. Yes or no? Are you getting it? Are you getting it? Getting it now? Next. For 4, either 2 or 8. You have only 2. 82 is the answer. There's no 8. If you have 8 only, you have to check. Understood? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Next. Now tell me. Even if you square 4 also, you get which two have to separate? These two you have to separate. Sure, How come? So if I separate these two, I get how many digits? Tell me. If I separate these two, I have how many digit number? 5 digit number. I have got 5 digit number. So 5 digit or 6 digit? 5 digit number. Yes. So first of all, we'll try with 1221. 121 square try panla. 121 square, how do you find out? Units place digit 1. 12 into 1 is 12. 12 twos are 24. Correct? 4 is the number, 2 is the carry. 12 square is 144. 144 plus 2, 146. So it is 14981, 14641. It is lesser. Try with this 1224. 12. So we had clash between these two, correct? We had a clash between these two. So 122 we shall try. 2 square is 4. 12 twos are 24. 24 twos are 28 twos are. So 24 twos are 48. 4 is the carry. 12 square. 144 plus 4. 4 or 2 are? 4. 144 plus 4. 148. Which one is closer to this? 14981. This one only is closer to this. Yes or no? Answer is option B. See, we had a clash between 6 and 8, correct? 6 is very, very far compared to 14981. Which one is very closer? For 122 only, it is very closer. Yes or no? So therefore, option B is the right answer. If you want, you can just confirm. 1224 the square. Didn't understand,
Understand.
Then what commentary? It's all the practice questions now. Paklama. Which of the given is not a prime number? 13 prime number 61 prime number 117. Check pananga. How do you check? Arey 117 looks like a multiple of 3. How do you check the number multiple of 3? 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 3, 2 plus 7, 9. 9 is divisible by 3. So it is not a prime number, it is a composite number. Which one? 117 is not a prime number. You're getting it. Because other than 117 and 1, it is also divisible by 3. You know how to check for divisibility rule for 3? Sum of all the numbers divided by 3. Why I did not check for 4? Last two digits are definitely not divisible by 4. Why I did not check for 2? Last two digits is not a even number. Puridha. 115 into which option could be the answer? Option A or option C? Which one? Inky Pinky Ponky, 1052 first into 100. 1052 into 100 is 1052 followed by 2 zeros. Correct? 10 into, now 15 into 1052. 10 into 1052 is 1052 followed by a 0. So 10,000. Correct? 5% is half of that. 10,520 half is 5,260. 5,260. So what is it? Oh, there's no option, huh?
Yeah.
How much is the answer? One two zero nine eight zero. Options wrong, irka. Such a big number, it is not possible. Options wrong. This is the right answer. You understood how to. You know, 100 into 1052. 1052 followed by 2 zeros. 1052 followed by 2 0. So that means what's that number? 1,05,200. 1,05,200. Purida. Ipo 1052 into 10. 10,520. 10,520. You had 1,05,200. 5,200 plus 5,120 is. Sorry, 520. 5,200 plus 520 is 5,720. Not getting. See, Basically, you're going to split. You can't do without splitting it. 100 into 1052. 1052 followed by 00. Then 10 into 1052. 10,520. Then half of that. 10,520 half is what? 5,260. So first of all, do the smaller numbers. 10,520 plus 5,260. 10,520 plus 5,260. 520 plus 260 is how much? 520 plus 260 is how much? 780. 780. Followed by what? 5780. Then you have got 1 over here. You've got 1 over here. So basically, what is this? 1 lakh. Sorry, 10,000. 15,780 is the sum of these two. Now you have to add 15,780 to this bigger number. See, they have given this practice question in the ICSI, so I have put this, and you can't expect this. But even if you get this, time is not a barrier. You can approximately do the addition, right? So such questions don't expect. And are you like robots? Right, you up to certain extent you can have that imagination, right? After that, you know how to simplify it, you know how to break it, you know how to add it, but visualizing such a big numbers is a very difficult task. Okay, how about this? What is a minus b whole square formula? A square minus 2ab plus b square. Algebraic formulas. See, what is that question actually? 1598 into 1598. Is it not the whole square of it? Is it not 1600 minus 2 the whole square? Paranga. A square is 1600. Paranga, please understand. 1600 the whole square. Ipo 16 whole square panungappa. 256. Ipo 20 irukku. 20 square panana 40 avum. 256 followed by 4 zeros. 256 followed by 4 zeros. Keep that in mind. Ipo a square how much? B square is how much? 2. 2 square is how much? 4. So last digit 4 varu. Purida. There are 4 zeros. 256 is there, followed by 40. 25, first two digits you see, 6 followed by 4 zeros is 60,000. 256 followed by 4 zeros. So actual number is 60,000. Purida. Ipo 60,000 ku 4 add panna 60,000 4 avom. Yes or no? But something has to be subtracted. 2ab has to be subtracted. What is a? B is what? 2,000. 3,200. A into B is 3,200. Into 2, 6,400. Ipo solunga. 60,000 la 6,400 subtract panana. How much? 60,000 la. First of all, tell me in 10,000, 6,400 means what? 3,600. Ipo 50,000 extra irukku. So 53,600. 60,000 la 6,400 pona 53,600 out. But 4 you have to add 53,000. 604. 53,604. But last first two digits are 25. So 2553604. Answer. Option C. Once again. Look. A minus b whole square is how much? A square minus 2ab plus b square. Try to visualize this. Ipo 1598 I can realize this as 1600 minus 2 whole square. Correct? Paranga. 16 the whole square is 256. Followed by how many zeros? If you square this 2 zeros, it will become 4 zeros. 256 followed by 4 zeros means leave out the first two digits 25. 6 followed by 4 zeros is 60,000. 25, you keep it in the mind. First two digits are 25. 60,000 you have to keep. Now, 2 square is how much? That is only is 2 square, which is 4. That gets added. Keep that 4 aside. Now, what gets subtracted from 60,000 is 2AB. A is how much? 1600. Into B is how much? 2. 1600 into 2 is 3200. Into 2 is what? 6400. Ipo 60,000 la 6400 subtract panana 53,600 out. 53,000. 6,400 you are subtracting. From 60,000, if you subtract 6,400, 53,600. But you have to add 4. 53,604. First two digits are 25. 255 3604. Answer. You want to try one more similar to this? One more similar to this? Try na. You have to try, then only your mind will work. Solve this. 897 into 897, the whole square. So, what minus what? 900 minus 3 whole square. Ipa solunga. 900 square na. 81 followed by 4 zeros. 81 followed by 4 zeros. So 10,000. Leave out 8. Leave out 8. You have 10,000. First 8 we will keep. We will take care of it later. 10,000 you have. From 10,000 what to subtract? 2,700. 2,700 into 2 is what? 5,400. 10,000 la 5,400 subtract panna. 10,000 minus 5,400. 4,600. So 4,600. Starting la 8 irka. 84,600. Oh, sorry. Wait a second. It was 10,000, right? 10,000, right? 10,000 la, how much we subtracted? 5,400. So, 4,600 we got. 4,600. So, 4,600 you need to add how much? 9. 4,609. So, it is going to be 804,609. Earlier it is 81 followed by 4 zeros. Out of 10,000, if you subtract 5,400, 4,609 came. Because of this, it is 8,04,609. It was 8,10,000. Sorry. Yeah, 8,10,000 it was. From 8,10,000, so much goes means 8,04,609 only. So this is what is the result. It's possible using the formula of A minus B whole square. What is the sum of first 7 prime numbers? What are the first 7 prime numbers? First prime number. 2. Second. Next. 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 Next.
13.
Who will?
13.
13. Total. How many you want? 7. All 7 prime numbers considered. Take the sum. 2 plus 3. 5 plus 5. 10. 10 plus 7. 17. 17 plus 11. 28 plus 13. 41. 41 plus 17. 58. Option C. Solve the next question. Assuming that the number 55 into 65 is completely divisible by 7. 55 x 55, 65. This number is completely divisible by 7. What is the smallest number in place of x? So what can I have in place of x? 0, 1, 2 or 3? If I imagine 0, is it divisible by 7? 7 sevens are 49, 6 is the remainder, 60. 7 8s are 56, 4 is the remainder, 46. 7 6 are 42. Is it 2? 5 5 2 6 5. 7 7s are 49. Remainder is 6, 62. 7 8s are 56, 6 is the remainder. 7 9s are 63, 3 is the remainder. 7 5s are 35. So answer is option C. Purida. What is the smallest 3-digit prime number? Is 100 a prime number? 101? 101? Is it divisible by 3? Definitely no. Is it divisible by 7? Definitely no. So it is smallest 3-digit prime number. Even 103 is also prime number, but the smallest is 102 a prime number? It is divisible by 2 also. It is divisible by 3 also. Yes or no? So smallest 3-digit prime number is 101. Even 103 is also prime number, but the smallest is what? 101. Tell me, what is the sum of this? Use your common sense here. Because after decimal point, 3/4 are there only in the which option? Option B. And the highest number is in terms of hundreds. Result will also be in terms of hundreds only. Everyone, please make a note. Local value and face value. Local value and a face value. Everyone look, I'll give you a number. 5675. This is a number. What is the local value of a digit 6? See, local value basically means that value into the position. What is the position of 6? 100. So local value of 6 is 600. Purida. Face value of this. Face value of that will be whatever the value, that itself. Face value of 6 is 6 only. Purida. This is what is local value. Local value means that digit into the position of that place. I mean the value of that particular position. And then face value means the digit itself. Purida. So you can take like this. Local value and face value of 6 in 5675. Local value is what? 6 into what is the place of 600, which is 600, and the face value of 6 is 6 only. Please make a note of this. Noted? Everyone. So now tell me, what is the difference between local value and the face value of 4 in the number? Yeah. Tell me the position of 4. Local value means you want the position. 10,000. That means 4 into 10,000 is 40,000. And the face value of 4 is 4 only. 40,000 minus 4 is 39,996. Option C. Purida. How many 2-digit numbers are completely divisible by 3? How many 2-digit numbers are completely divisible by 3? What is the first 2-digit number which is divisible by 3? 12, 15. Last 2-digit number divisible by 3 is what? 99. How many numbers are there if you want to compute? You remember in AP I gave you one shortcut to find n. What was that? L minus A by D plus 1. Yes or no? What is the last term? 99. A means 12. 99 minus 12 is 87. What is D? Common difference is what? 3. 87 by 3. 3 2s are 6. 3 9s are 3 2s are, yes, 29. 29 my plus 1, 30. Correct. Purida. Everyone, the shortcut you please remember. How many numbers between the given two numbers if you want to find out? L minus A by D. What is L here? 99. A is 12. What is D? 3. Common difference. I have discussed this in AP. Yes or no? Look at the next question. 15023 minus what is 14523 minus 2025? First of all, what is 14523 minus 2025? 2025 you have to subtract from 4000. Just imagine 4,525 here. Just imagine 4,525. From 4,525, if you subtract 2025, what is it? 2,000. 2,500. Yes or no? From 4,525, if you subtract 2,025, it is what? 2,500. But is it 2,500? 2 less. 2,498. So it is 12,498. Even this also should become 12,498. Now, what should I subtract from 15,023? Definitely the last two digits should be 25 only. Either 2525 or 2575. Which one is correct? Two five two five or 2575? 25. If you subtract 5025, if you imagine here 5025 la 2525 pona 2500 2500 la 2 you have to subtract 2498. Adada varum. That means option 2525 da. Purida. Don't try to subtract 5023 minus 2525. 5025 you imagine, then subtraction becomes easier, and from that you subtract 2 later. Purida. What is the smallest prime number? Minus 94 into 51 plus 720. 2-digit multiplication, I told you how to do it. What is the units place digit? Obtained by multiplying the units place digit only. 4 ones are 4. How to get the middle place? Multiplying the opposite places. 4 5s are 20. 9 ones are 9. 20 plus 9. 29. 29 na 9 only we have to keep. 2 carry. Now to get the units place digit, what to do? What to do to get the units place digit? 9 into 5, 45. 45 plus what is the carry? 2, 47. It's a negative 4794 plus 720. So what is the answer? Last two digits 94 plus 20 is 74 varo. 74 is not there. Option D is the answer. Purida. You need not do all this. Find out the units place digit here. You get 4. Units place digit is 4. If you add with this unit or subtract with this, it will be either 4 or 6. Either 4 or 6. Definitely 4 is not there, even 6 is not there. Option D is the answer. Purida, before multiplying, you just check units place digit. If it is not there, none of this would be the answer. A number is divided by 52, leaves a remainder 14. This question I have solved. Take the remainder or divisor. Remainder you have to take divided by divisor in the second case, which is 37. In the first case, remainder divided by second case, divisor. So, is 14 divisible by 37? No. What to do? Into 2 panano. 14 into 2, 28. Is 28 divisible by 37? Again, no. Into 3 panano. So, 14 into 3, 42. 42 by 37 panano. Remainder is how much? 42 by 37. Remainder is what? 5. Answer is option A. Have we not solved the questions like this? We had. A number 7y0 is divisible by 8. What is y? For a number to be divisible by 8, all the 3 digits, last 3 digits must be divisible by 8 only. If I have a 4, Is it divisible by 8? No. If I have a 6, 760, it is divisible by 8. 760, you see, 8, 9s are 72, 4 is the remainder, 40 means 8 5s are, so completely divisible. Therefore, it should be 6, sorry. Purida. How many prime numbers are there from 1 to 60? Count. Difficult, difficult na. First of all, after certain numbers, what are prime numbers? Difficult, right? I'll give you a shortcut for this. Please take. To count the prime numbers. Remember, DD, Doordarshan, BBC News, again BBC, again BA, Bachelor of Arts. Remember this mantra. This is for 1 to 10. How many prime numbers are there? This is for 1 to 10. How many prime numbers? 11 to 20. This is for 21 to 30. This is for what is D? What is B? What is C? Forward positions. Forward positions. D forward position enna 4. B forward position enna 2. C forward position enna 3. Adada. A forward position enna 1. You have to count up to what? 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30, 31 to 40, 41 to 50, 51 to 60. Only this much you have to count. How many B's are there? 3 B's. 3 B's means 2 3s are 6. How many C's are there? Only 1 C. C for 3. 6 plus 3, 9. Ipo, how many D's are there? 2. 4 2s are 8. 8 plus 17. Answer is 7. Want you can just Google. How many prime numbers are there between 1 to 60? Just Google. Huh? Oh, that one only you said. Understood? This will be easy. Correct na? BBC. First of all, DD, Doordarshan. Then BBC News. BBC News twice. Then Bachelor of Arts. Purida. 1 to 10, how many prime numbers? D for 4. 11 to 20, how many prime numbers? D for 4. 21 to 30, how many prime numbers? B. B for 2. Purida. Purida. Everyone. Which of the given number is divisible by each of these numbers? 5, 8, 11, 13. First of all, how do you check whether a number is divisible by 5? Last digit should be 0. This is definitely divisible by 5. 8. Last 3 digits must be divisible by 8. Definitely 0, 0 means we'll divide any number. 11. Sum of all the odd places, sum of all the even places, if you take the difference, should be 0 or 11. Check. 1 plus 3, 4. 4 plus 0, 4. 4 minus 4, 0. It is divisible by 11 also. Only thing is that we have checked with 13. Is 143 divisible by 13? Check this 143, that is sufficient, right? For divisibility for 13. 13 ones are 13. Remainder is 1. 13 ones are 13. It is divisible by 13 also. What is the number? 143 followed by 3 zeros. This is a number which divides, which is divisible by 5, 8, 11, 13. All numbers it is divisible. Yes or no? You understanding? Clear? Pakka. 4.95 the whole square minus 2.05 the whole square. You know something, a square minus b square formula. What is a square minus b square? A plus b into a minus b. Correct? Here, what is a? 4.95. Plus, what is b? 2.05. 0.95 plus 0.05 is what? 1. So, 4.95 plus 2.05 is 7 or 6. A plus b, when you do 4.95 plus 2.05, how much you get? 7. 4.95 minus 2.05 is how much? 2.9. 7 into 2.9 Panano. Do any option gives this? Does any option gives this? None of this is the answer. Because 2.9 into 7 pananu. Understood? Clear? I might stretch for another 10 minutes because if you're done with these questions, how many questions are there? 30. So we are done. I'll stretch for another 10 minutes so that I need not extend for another day. Purida, shall we continue? A car showroom has some cars in its stocks. How many cars? We don't know. It will be like 100 cars. Yes or no? 100%. A staff sells 30%. So how much is remaining? 70% is equivalent to how many cars? 30. Left out cars is only 70%. 30% sold means left out cars is 70%. Haven't we solved such questions like this? We had. Now, you can't convert 70% to 100%. What do you do? Try to cancel. 7 ones are 7 4s are 28. 7 2 is remaining. 7 3s are. So 10% is 43. What is 100%? 430. Option B. Because they're asking what was the original stock in the car. Stock of the car. 100% is only we need to compute, which is 430. Purida, we have solved enough questions on this. A car showroom has some cars in its stock. 22.5% of the cars and still has 3875 cars remaining. How much cars was sold? 22.5. How much is remaining? 77.5 is remaining. So much percentage remaining is equivalent to how much? 3875. If you feel this calculation is difficult, what you do? Do optionating. Do what? Optionating. If you imagine 5,000 as the initial number of cars, what is 22.5% on that? Find 20% first of all. 1,000. 20% on 5,000 is 1,000. If a 2% on 5,000 is 100. Correct. 22.5% subtract panano. Subtract panana in the value varno. Are you getting it? 20% is 1,000. 2% is 100. 1,100. Ipo 0.5%. Solunga. What is 0.5% of 5,000? 1% of 5,000 is 50. 0.5 is 25. So 1,125 is being sold off. 5,000 la 1125 pona. How much? 3875 da. So option A the correct answer. Purida, everyone, rather than cancelling this number like this is the best way. Because wherever whole number, that is only you pick rather than solving it like this. Understood? Understood. 3 employees of a customer care A, B and C received calls in the ratio 10, 20 and 30 calls respectively. What percentage of calls did B receive? B receive how much? 20 calls. Total how many? 60. Is it not 1/3? 1/3 means how much percent? 33.33%. Purida, Akka. Everyone, look at this. If Manjeet has certain number of mangoes, how many mangoes Manjeet had? We don't know. Take it as 100, which are 5 times of Naresh. So who is the reference? Manjeet or Naresh? Naresh is the reference. Naresh, you take it as 100. Manjeet will be 500. Naresh will be 100. Manjeet will be 500. Then 20% of Naresh mangoes. Naresh had how much? 100. 20% means 20. Is how much percentage of mangoes of Manjeet? Manjeet had 500. Correct? Manjeet had 500. 20 is what percentage of 500? Options are there right here. 4%. What is 1% of 500? 50. Sorry, 5. 4% is 20. Answer is 4%. Once again. Should I explain once again or understood? Naresh mangoes is reference because Manjeet has 5 times as that of Naresh. Purida. Manjit has 5 times as that of Naresh. So Manjit is Naresh is 100, Manjit is 500. They have said 20% of Naresh. Naresh had 100, 20% of 100 is 20. So 20 is how much percentage of mangoes that Manjit has? Manjit has 500. So 20 is what percentage of 500? 1% of 500 is 5. 4% is the 20. So answer is option B. Purida. Or 20 by 500. 1 0 cancel. 2 by 50 means 1 by 25. 100 by 25 is 4. 4%. Purida. If Manjit has certain number of mangoes which is 4 times as that of Naresh. So Naresh is 100, Manjit is 400. 20% of Naresh mangoes, that means 20 is what percentage of 400? 20 is what percentage of 400? Options are there. 20 is what percentage of 400? 10% of 400 is how much? 10% of 400 is how much? 40. 20 is half of that, which is how much percent? 5%. Answer is option D. Array 20 is what percentage of 400? 10% is 40, 5% is half of that 20. Yes or no? So answer is 5%. Purida. Two amounts in bank accounts, Akash and Bikesh, are such that 5% of Akash's amount and 4% of Bikesh's amount is 2/3 of sum of 6% of Akash amount and 8% of Bikesh's amount. Find the ratio of Akash and Bikesh's amounts. Paraga. Ratio kuduthirupanga. 4:4. Ana 1:1. Ana 1:1. Correct? 1:1. Best number that you can take amount is what? 100 and 100. Akash amount 100. Bikesh amount also 100. So you have to satisfy this equation. 5% of Akash is what? 5 rupees. 4% of Bikesh's amount is 4 rupees. 5 plus 4 is 9. Is it 2/3 of 6% of Akash is what? 6 rupees plus 8% of Bikesh is 8 rupees. This is 14. 14 by 3 Panana, you will not get a whole number. But this is a whole number on this side. So is this possible? No. Purida. Now, if I hit 4:3, I have to assume 400 as Akash's amount, 300 as Bikesh's amount. Yes or no? If I take 400, 5% of 400 is 20 and 4% of 300 is 12. 32 hour. You put 2 by 3, 6% of 400 is 24. 8% of 300 is 24 da. You put 3 ones are 48 is 3 16s are 16 twos are 32. 20 plus 12, 32. Ipo answer 4:3. Purida, equation must be satisfied. So you have to take amount in terms of hundreds so that it will become easy for you to solve. Purida, everyone, are you able to understand? In a voting, there were 2 candidates. How many candidates? 2 candidates. One person got 65% of the total votes. One person got 65% of the total votes. 25% of the votes were invalid. How many votes were valid? 75% only are valid. Total votes 75% are valid. You put 25% invalid. Purida. If the total number of votes are 14,000, then the number of valid votes that the other candidate got. Ipo solunga. One person got 65% of the vote. Okay. Ipo solunga. Total valid votes are how many? See, invalid votes, will it be considered as a vote? Invalid votes, will it be considered as a vote? No. Only valid votes only are considered as votes. This 65% is what? Valid votes only. Correct? Paranga. Ipo 100% of the valid votes will be given to, will be obtained by the first person. Remaining 35% of the valid votes are for the second person. They're asking for the other candidate. It means second candidate. இப்போ சொல்லுங்க 14,000ல valid votes are how much? 3/4. 3/4 of 14,000. First of all, 1/4 you find out. 14,000ல half 7,000. 7,000ல half 3,500. இப்போ 3/4 means 10,500. Valid votes how much? 10,500. இப்போ இந்த 10,500ல 65% is what is obtained by this fellow. 35% is obtained by the other fellow. இப்போ சொல்லுங்க 10% of 10,500 is what? 1,050. 30% is 3,150. What is the answer? No, 30% is 3,150. 5%? 5%? 10% is 1,050. 10% is 10,050. If 5%, sorry, 10% is 1,050. 5%? 525. 525 plus 3,150. 525 plus 3,150 is which option? 3675. Because the other person gets 35% of this valid votes. 14,000 votes la valid votes 10,500 da. And the 10,500 la 65% is obtained by the first candidate. Other candidate gets what? Remaining 35% of what? 10,500, which is 3,675. Purida? Understooda? Cleara? Pakka, percentage plays a very important role, is it not? Look, if 1/5 of 1/3 of a number is 90, then 1/5, would you disturb 1/5 of in the left hand side? No, keep 1/5, only 1/3 you take it to the right hand side. 1/3 becomes 3 into 90, 270. Answer is, but 270 is not there, right? 1/5 of 1/3 of a number is equal to what? 90. Correct? So that means they're asking what? 3/5 of the number. 1/5 of the number is 270. 3/5 of the number is what? 3 times. 3 times 270 is how much? 270 into 3. Answer is option. Puriyuda? See, they're asking 3/5. Find out 1/5. 1/5 you have it in the left hand side only. 1/5 into 1/3 into x is equal to 90. Keep 1/5 of x here itself. Send 1/3 there. It becomes into 3. 90 into 3 is 270. 1/5 is 270. So 3/5 means into 3 you have to do, which is 8 to 10. Haven't we solved questions like this? If 2/5 of 1/3 of a number is 250, what is 1/3 of a number? What you don't disturb? 1/3 you don't disturb. 2/5 becomes 5/2. 5/2 into 250. 5/2 into 250. 2 ones are 2, 125 are 125 into 5. No. What is 125 into 5? 625. Answer is option B. Are you getting it? Are you getting it? 2/5, 2/5 into 1/3 of a number is equal to 250. What is that we need to find? 1/3 of a number. 1/3 of a number we should not disturb. 2/5 only should go to the other side. Becomes what? 5/2. 250 into 5/2, which is 625. A sum of money amounts to 11,800 in 2 years and 12,700 in 3 years. How much sum is invested? Optionating you can do. Where is the sum? Option. If I hit 9,000, 2 years la, have they given the rate of interest? Have they given the rate of interest? If the rate of interest is not specified, what do you do? You can't read the options. Would you leave the question? What is given to us? Please concentrate here. 2 amounts are given in terms of rupees. Here, rate of interest is not specified. Had the rate of interest been specified, you can hit the options. But here, rate of interest only not given. What you do? 10,000. 10,000 is the right answer. What is the rate of interest then? 9%. How do you know?
At the end of second year, it's 18,000 plus. At the end of
Look, if I take 10,000, extra how much you're getting? 1,800. In how many years? 2 years. In 1 year, 900. 900 is what percentage of 10,000? 9%. 900 is what percentage of 10,000? 9%. So we get 9% is the rate of interest. It should be applicable for this also. Check. What is number of years? 3 years. 27%. Yes or no? 27% of 10,000 is what? 2,700 only. So 12,700 is the amount. That means option C is the right answer. If you're not able to do it, I shall give you one method. It is A2 minus A1 by T2 minus T1 into T1 minus A1. This I give you for this I give actually to CA Foundation, this shortcut. Since you're not allowed to use pen and paper, so I have not given this. If you're able to do what is the rate of interest, you can do it. But if you're not able to do that, A2 minus A1 you do. 12,700 minus 11,800. What is the difference? 900. 900 is the difference. Divided by what? T2 minus T1, 1. 900 by 1 is 900 only. Into T1, 2. 900 into 2 is 1,800. Minus A1, 11,800. 1,800 minus 11,000 is minus 10,000. Modulus of that is 10,000. You get the answer straight away without having to hit the options. Use what? A2 minus A1 by T2 minus T1 into T1 minus A1. Whenever you are given two amounts in terms of rupees and two time durations, when the rate of interest is not specified, when they are asking us to find the principal, you can do like this. Purida, everyone, take this for your reference. Ramesh applied for loan of rupees 12 lakhs as per SI, in which the number of years is equal to the rate of interest. Number of years is equal to the rate of interest. If he has to pay 3 lakhs as the interest, how much he took? 12 lakhs. 3 lakhs is what percent? 25%. Find the rate of interest. 25% in how many years? We don't know. That is total SI. 25% is total SI. But how many years? We don't know, right? We don't know, right? What do you do? Option. Hitting. How do you hit the options? You don't know how many years. It's equal, no? So, the easiest option that you can plug in is 5. 5% if I plug in. Rate of interest and time are the same. Time is 5 years. Rate of interest also 5%. 5 into 5, 25%. 25% the option. B is the answer. R is equal to T. R is 5% na. T is also 5% only. You know 3 lakh is 25%. 3 lakhs is 25% of 12 lakhs. 3 lakhs is 25% of 12 lakhs. You must get total 25 lakhs. This is T into R is only 25%. So R is given. T is also 5 only. So 25% you will get because time is equal to rate. In a mixture of 120 liters, the ratio of vinegar and water is 3:1. How much water, how much vinegar? 90 plus 30 is, so total 4 parts. 4 parts is equivalent to 120, 1 part is equal to 30. So 3 parts is 90, vinegar is 30. The ratio is to be 1 is to, if the ratio is to be 1:3, then the quantity of water to be added is 1:3 means this is 90, 3 means 270 it should become. Water should become 270. So how much should be added to 30? 240. Then only 90 plus 270 becomes 1:3. How many liters of water is added? 240 liters. Purida. Pakka. 100%. Square root of this number. Which two to separate? Last two. 9 means either 3 or 7. Ipo 388, between which two numbers it comes? Square of 19 and square of 20. Correct? 19 square is 361. 388 is between 361 and 400. So 19 or 20. Ipo enna pannano? 19 into 20 pananga 380. 388 is greater than 388 is greater than 388 is greater than 380. Correct? So greater number the correct answer is 197. Option C. Purida. Everyone clear? Don't worry, the questions are not, because I've heard students saying about the questions. Questions are going to be easy only. They can't ask you like questions where the lot of calculations are involved. Be thorough with the percentages. Be thorough with the profit and loss. Right? And be thorough with this simple interest concept, interest, how to compute this. Percentages are very, very important. Okay? And don't leave other concepts. Also, study whatever I have given in the notes. If you're thorough with that, take it from me. Scoring 20 out of 20 is very easy from quantitative aptitude. Logical reasoning, you know it's easy only. Is it difficult? 25 marks from logical reasoning and 20 marks from quantitative aptitude. 45 marks. Two different papers actually though. Right? So, you have a backup in each paper. That paper you have legal aptitude plus logical reasoning. So logical reasoning is the savior actually there. And then current affairs plus quantitative aptitude. Whichever is easy for you. But I would still go with quantitative aptitude than current affairs, because current affairs they can ask anything. You know you can answer it, as simple as that, but there's no negative marking. You can always play with the inky pinky ponky. Okay, with that note, all the best for your exams. Do well. Any doubts while solving, please reach out to me. Right? You can always reach out to me for any doubts.